Hi everyone, it's Marielle Gardner here again with Accepting Therapy Interviews, and I'm here today with Valerie Hughes, one of our fantastic therapists, and today we're talking about self-care and what that can look like. So hello Valerie, thank you for joining me today.
Hi, thank you.
Let's jump
Um,
in. What do you want to
yeah,
talk about?
so today we're going to talk about saying no. I think no is a really important part of self-care because I think that we often think self-care is about saying yes to like other things. So saying yes to filling your weekend with a hike and then yoga and then drinking a shit ton of water and having beautiful meals with friends. And then sometimes we start our weeks again because we've been doing way too many things that are self-care related. Um, we start our weeks feeling drained because we didn't really give ourselves the kinds of self-care we needed,
Mm-hmm.
even though those things looked like self-care,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think saying no is a really important form of self-care for a lot of reasons. First, of course, you're not finding yourself overloading yourself with various activities and tasks and avoiding some of those like feelings of maybe like boredom or I don't know, that like need to rest that might be coming up. So saying no is really good for that. Saying no is also really good because it teaches people things that do and don't make you feel good. And the third reason saying no is really good is that you are able to show up for people in your life in a genuine and like authentically present way if you are
Mm-hmm.
also able to say no when you're not able to bring that presence.
Yeah.
So I think it will make it so that partners, friends, family will feel more connected to you because they can tell that you actually want to be around as opposed to having to guess whether or not you really want to spend time together.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody likes to feel like an obligation.
That's
So
great.
I'm going to demonstrate for you all how to effectively and compassionately say no. So Marielle, I would like for you to invite me to do something.
Valerie, would you please like to join me and go to breakfast with me this weekend?
So Marielle, I am actually not available this weekend. I have a lot of stuff going on and I just don't think that I could really be there for you.
Okay, let's pick another day. What does your calendar look like over the next few weeks?
Ariel, a lot of stuff's coming up for me. Is it possible for me to reach out to you when I'm a little less busy?
Absolutely. I look forward to hearing from you. That's the hope anyway. I mean, some people might be a little bit more uh, challenging about it, but yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think if I could give an example of somebody being more challenging about it, I am a person who has a parent who does not like to hear no. And I think there are many people who have parents who don't like to say no or don't like to hear no. And so oftentimes if I say I can't do something, I will get a follow-up of, oh, you're always busy. You always say you're busy. You always have these things going on. And I want to like note that that is just another person's discomfort with your boundary.
Yeah.
And so a lot of that is when you start saying no, if you've never said no, they're going to feel a little uncomfortable when you say, hey, I don't think so, not today.
Mm-hmm.
Another way I could have said no to Marielle is no, I don't really like breakfast food, which is a lie.
Yeah.
But it is a way of expressing that I don't really want to have breakfast dates with you ever.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be down for lunch.
Sure.
So I think one of the things to remember is that you are being authentic and honest when you say no. And if other people are not receiving that well, it's usually to a discomfort that they have it's not something that you are doing wrong.
Absolutely.
Or it does not mean that you are not being kind or compassionate. Saying no in itself is kind and compassionate because it's giving people a like more vulnerable and authentic version of yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And this ties so well into our conversation about needs too, because it's so easy to kind of like build frustration or resentment in relationships when you're continually saying yes to something that you want to say no to, and you end up unhappy, your relationship suffers. So learning to say no protects your energy, protects you from, feeling those icky feelings toward another person. And anything that comes up for this other person is theirs. It's not about the boundary necessarily. It's about, their own reaction to it. And if you feel the need to talk about it, you can, but sometimes it's best to just put it out there, let them deal with it, and, go about your day.
Yeah, I think also the other thing is when people start pushing back, it's important to know that about them. And it's also important to know that, like, for example, with my mother, sometimes she'll push back and I'll just be like, I said no.
Yeah.
And no is enough.
Mm-hmm.
I like to start from a place that's a little bit gentler, but you don't have to. You can just start by saying, oh, no, thank you. And that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets easier over time, I think, the practice of saying no. And I think so many of us are conditioned to say yes all the time, or we want to do all the things and not miss out. But being able to check in with yourself and see, like, do I have the energy and the time for this? Do I really want to engage in this?
Mhm.
Yeah, this is very
Yeah.
helpful, Val.
Mhm.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Well, we'll see you again soon. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.